the time is on your side, okay? And it's a time hold. Keep riding him out, riding for that time. All the time think. Don't just like, think, what do I do next? How do I control him more? How do I take more control away from him and give it to myself? How do I continually improve my position? That's what an Osaekomi is about. But let's talk about what we're doing here when we're pinning somebody. When we're pinning somebody, when we're doing what we call Osaekomi, it means to pin and to immobilize. It means to restrict them, to press them down against something. That's what Osaekomi means, to apply a pinning technique. And it's not a pin in the sense of like Western wrestling. We all know this. But I don't want to just pin his shoulders for 1 second or 2 seconds, or a touch fall like in some styles of wrestling, or count of 3 like in the WWE or anything like that. I'm going to have to hold him for a period of time. Okay? So my goal here, I have 2 goals. The first one is to hold him for time and control him the whole time. Okay? And by doing that, that gives me the opportunity to set him up for a submission technique or finish him off. Okay? If I were an MMA fight or something, I might be slugging him or something. I don't know what it, but I know in what we do, we're going to finish him off with if we can't, get enough points. Like the points are like I'm saying here is like in IGF rules. You hold it for 20 seconds, you win the match. Okay, but you do sambo, you do freestyle rules. You get 20-second hold down. The referee tells you got to go for your submission. So you can't win by a pin. Okay, some sports you can do that. So keep that in mind. Whatever you're doing. Or if you're just out in the street fighting the guy, and you've got to control him and submit, until you get a submission, this is a good way to do it. So it has 2 purposes. 1, to control him for time. Number 2, control him long enough that I can work him in and get a pin or get a submission technique. Now, the whole time I'm holding Derek down, I have every intention of finishing him off with some kind of a submission hold. That's my intention. And if time runs out, like an IGF, and I get the opponent, I'll get it. Wonderful. But I want to hold him the whole time. Have in the back of my mind, if I can get that arm lock on him, I'm going to get it, okay? And now, I may wait for the 20 seconds to get up and get my 4 points. So what I'm saying is, whatever the rules dictate, you follow that if you're in a sports situation. I want to hold him for time, okay? The best way, the most efficient way. And it doesn't have to be beautiful. I just got to keep him down. That's the big thing here. We're going to start with Munigatami. We'll work a lot of Munigatami here, chest hold, because I think it's one of the most important hold downs you can do. So that being said, Munigatami is here. Okay, I've thrown him down, I've knocked him down, I've broken him down, I've turned him over. Here he is on his back. All right, my knee is under his shoulder, by his head. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is this point, underhook here, and I'm going to control the head. All right, now at this point, I can grab here, I can grab his gi, or I can grab under here, but this other knee is here by his hips, and I'm very low. I'm very low. My knees are wide, my hips are quite low, and the chest is on him. And I'm riding him on top of him with my chest, okay? And, I've seen guys hold like this, or hold like this. This is fine. If I can keep him down from getting up, I'll do it. But if I can grab him, even better. So I'm going to hook his head to keep him from bridging his head. And if I hold him this way, he can bridge and start turning into me and getting out. Okay, and I don't want that to happen. So I've got to take that appendage away from him. So I've got to take that control away from him. So I'm going to hook his head. When I hook his head, my elbow is real close to my knee. These are some little points that really will help you. Okay, if I have this out here and my knee's too far away, see how he slid his leg? He got out. He pulled his arm in, he got out. So I'm going to trap that here like this. And a lot of times you can grab here and hold like this. And when I do that, chest to chest, and suck it in tight, and I can hold like this, I can grab my hands here, whatever I want to do, okay? But I'm controlling him here and I'm keeping him here. Right? And just riding him for time. That's really what it is a ride. And every time he moves, I move with him. I don't have to pin his shoulder, so I move around. And I just stay with the guy. I just keep moving. And I might have to shift positions, come back and flatten out, and come back and might move. Whatever I need to do to keep him down, ride him for time. All the while I'm thinking, I want to get a submission eventually. Okay? So if I'm here, I'm thinking, okay, now where I can hold him here for time. Well, where can I get a submission? Well, I know what I can do. I can start working for this thing here. I can get a bent arm lock from there, or straight arm lock from there. I can do something. I can go for another move for a strangle. Who knows? So I'm always looking for that. With this hand, if he's smart, come over here. If he's smart, he's going to shrimp into me. And he's smart. He knows how to do this. And he knows that if he shrimps in, I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm in trouble now, okay? All right. So what I have to do is just hand checking here. Okay, hip checking. So I'm going to put my hand here, keep him turning in. And notice I'm controlling, see I'm still controlling my upper body, using my head, but I'm checking here, I'm stopping here. Okay, and then with grabbing here, the yoke of Judo, I'm holding. So I always want to try to improve my position, but I'm going to have to adapt to keep him on his back. All that yapping for this, I just want you to make sure you hold him down, keep him down, hold him for at least 20 seconds, and then have every intention of finishing off with a submission, okay?